All right, we're back. Facebook live number 2 today. And then I realized that I didn't finish setting myself up before we jumped on. So, all right, today is Thursday, October 5th. Like, holy cow, we're already in October. And actually what I want to talk to you guys about today, I'm trying to set my notes up so I can see them without them falling over on us. And you guys may have noticed we got this really bright light. But I'm also sitting in front of a window, so this may not be working super well because I feel like I am blinded and I am glowing. I'm glowing behind me. So, I don't know. We're going to have to figure out this setup. But as you guys jump on, I'm going to try to figure out if Facebook will let me share this into my group at the same time because that would be awesome sauce. So, bear with me. Share. Oh my gosh. This will be cool. This will be really cool. Okay, so you guys know the drill with me. If you're having an amazing week, I know it's the middle of the day. Oh my goodness, this might be a disaster. I know it's the middle of the day, so we may not have as many people jumping on as when we do this at night or in the morning. But let me know if you're catching the replay or if you're watching live. Drop me a heart in the comments if you guys are having an amazing week, an amazing day. I hope you are. I hope you're focused on the positive because you know that's my jam. Okay, here we go. This is gonna work. Yay! I don't know if they'll be able to comment in there or not, but we'll see. Okay, so I want to revisit a live that I did, well, not last year, the beginning of January. I think it was January 18th. Hey, Todd. Hey, Josh. Thanks for jumping on, you guys. Let me know if you're on here with me. Because here's the thing. We are now at the end of the year, right? That was the beginning of the year. Now we're here in October. We have 2 months left. It's like, what, 75 days to Christmas? Something crazy like that. Sorry if I just like totally made you upset that that's coming up so quickly, but it really is. And so here's the deal. You guys, we start out the year with all these goals, right? You get to New Year's Eve and everybody's posting their resolutions and they start the year off and they're posting all these goals and that, 2017 is going to be their year this year. 2016 sucked and now it's all going to be different because the clock struck midnight, right? And so now here we are towards the end of the year and you need to start reevaluating, like, did you accomplish what you set out to accomplish this year? Or are you still going like, holy crap, I need to hurry up and do something with the rest of the year? Okay, now my computer is gonna freeze. Hey Diana, hi honey. Thanks for jumping on. Here, we're gonna share it one more place. I'm totally not trying to be distracted from you guys. But, so yeah, you're at the end of the year now and you have to decide at this point, are you going to get to New Year's Eve this year and tell me that 2017 sucked and 2018 is going to be your year, right? So here's the thing, and I don't want to get really sad or anything on this, but I do want to make the point that, this last week in the news, obviously there was a lot of sad news, right? And there's a lot of talk going on social media and everywhere really about this, right? But the reality is that I think one of the lessons to take from that, and obviously one of many, is that tomorrow isn't promised, you guys. You're not guaranteed to have next year. You're not guaranteed to have tomorrow. So you really need to utilize every day that you have to accomplish what you're setting out to accomplish. You may have spent the last 10 months kind of twiddling your thumbs and now you're like, oh crap, I've got goals that I wanted to accomplish this year. But why aren't you working on those every day, right? So come on. So yeah, I did this video last year. I think it's one of my highest viewed videos. It was a lot of fun. But, I want to talk to you guys about this. What is it costing you? What is it costing you to not go out and conquer those goals? What is it costing you to not work on that? And how do you accomplish this? And so part of what I shared in my video last year was this, little clip. I'm not going to share it again. Maybe I'll post the link to last year's video. Hey, Brooke. Hey, guys. So you guys can watch what I'm talking about. But essentially what it was just a video clip where this couple is in the car and he's asking her what she wants for dinner, right? Like what restaurant they should stop at. And she starts listing off everything she doesn't want. Okay, she doesn't want Chinese, she doesn't want Korean barbecue, she doesn't want McDonald's, she doesn't want this, she doesn't want that. But she never tells him what she does want. She goes, okay, so, pick something. And he's like, well, what's left, right? So then he starts being like, okay, well, let's go to Denny's. No, I don't want that. Right? And so he makes all these suggestions, and it's pretty funny because he's looking at the camera like, what am I supposed to do with this woman? But the reality is that she never actually tells him what she wants. And I think a lot of us do this, right? Like if you've ever been in that situation where your spouse is like, what do you want for dinner? And you don't give them a direct answer, drop me a 1 in the comments. Let me know. I know we've all done it. I do it. I'm trying to be better about this, right? But we've all done it at some point. But here's the thing. Successful people are decisive people. They know what they want. They can express it in words. They can tell you what they want, and they go out and they do it. So if you're just one of those people that can't say what you want, are you accomplishing anything? Okay. People tell me all the time what they don't want. They'll tell you what they don't want, right? That's the cost of playing it safe. They're playing it safe because they don't have to put into words what they actually want. They just want to say, what their fears are, what they don't want, or, why they don't want to do it. And then they wonder why other people are out having success and they're not. So you have to get past that. You have to learn to be able to put into words what you want. You have to be able to decide, first of all, within yourself what you want, okay? And it's not too late, even though we're in the beginning of October, to still go out and have success in 2017. But now, I highly recommend that you start doing it now, right? You don't want to wait till December 1st. So if you don't express what you want, if you don't take action, right? Action's huge. If you don't take action, you're not going to have that success that you're after. You're not going to accomplish the things that you want. You're not going to get what you want for dinner, right? So, especially in our line of work and our industry, people always tell me what they don't want, right? They always tell me it's too risky. They don't want to take that risk, or they don't want to bug their friends or family. If you guys don't know what industry we're in network marketing, so that may clear that up for you. Or they don't want to do this, or they don't want to do that, or they don't have the money. Okay, that's a big one. You guys, I said this in January, and I'm going to say it again now, and I'm not saying this to insult you or to upset you, but if you don't have $300 to go out and bet on yourself and invest in yourself to see if you can turn that into more, then that is your problem. That's the problem right there, that you don't have $300 that you can invest in you, okay? What happens if, your pipe breaks? What happens if your car breaks down? What happens if you get an unexpected medical bill? If you don't have that money, if you're living so tightly that you can't afford these extras that happen in life, and they happen to everyone, okay? So, you may think you're playing it safe right now. You're not, okay? If you don't have that socked away somewhere, you're not able to create that extra money in your life, separate from your hourly or your salary or whatever it is that's the consistent. If you don't have that extra, then you're not playing it safe at all. You have a huge cost to you because you're really setting yourself up to have a lot of stress, to have a lot of anxiety, and to be suddenly, begging and borrowing money to cover these expenses. So if you don't have that $300 or whatever it is, all different companies have all different startup costs. That's about our lowest. If you don't have that to invest in you, if you don't have that to bet on yourself, or, to create another stream of income that's not going out and getting 3 or 4 or 5 extra jobs, because that kind of sucks. If you don't have that to create more time freedom in your life, then that's the first problem. And let me help you address that. Send me a message. I have lots of creative ways to help you guys come up with that. But separate from that, you have to just be willing to go forward, to take a risk, to know what you want in life, and take the steps it takes to get there. Okay? Because here's the thing. If you don't have that money to invest in you now, your cost is huge, because I can help you take $300 and, make it into $1,000 or $10,000. And it doesn't have to be me. Go find, the company or the opportunity or the business or whatever it is that you're interested in, that rings true to you, that you're passionate about. But give it the opportunity to make you more, because the difference between that startup cost and what you could potentially make, that's what this is costing you, to be indecisive, to not take action, to not go after your dreams or your goals. Okay? That's the cost to you right there. that difference. All right, so here we are at the end of the year, and people are starting to get stressed about Christmas. I'm in like all these mom groups because I love these women. They're freaking awesome, right? Connecting with other moms. For the most part, some of the groups get a little crazy. If you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. Drop me a 2 if you're in one of those crazy groups. But you know, people are starting to worry about Christmas and starting to put things on layaway and starting to try to get little things here and there because they won't have the chunk of money or they won't have the resources to get what they want to get for their kids or their spouse or their friends or family or whatever when the time comes, right? Because a lot of people are living in that paycheck to paycheck mentality. Now, I get a lot of times that people don't want to do a business like this, right? They want to go out and they want to start a traditional business. Now, let me tell you a little bit about my experience with that. And if you do traditional business, like go you, you're amazing. And I'm never going to shoot that down. My experience was my husband's an amazing entrepreneur. He's started and sold many successful businesses. We are getting things in line to start another for him. And it's great, right? But I decided shortly after or around the time my son was born that I wanted to do the same thing, right? Because at that time, I was like many of you guys probably watching, where I thought network marketing was a huge scam. I would be the very first person to tell you never to do it. I thought it was the most horrible thing you could get involved with, right? I was totally the naysayer. I was totally the person that I'm talking about right now who was saying, no, I don't want to do business like that. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want to be that person, right? And it took us actually being tricked into a network marketing meeting that I didn't even go to. I sent my husband to, and we didn't know that it was a network marketing meeting. We thought it was just like an entrepreneurial, empower each other kind of thing. And, I was really surprised when my husband came home and said, I think we should take a look at this, right? So going back, when my son was born, I decided to invest about $15,000 into starting my own little online store. Okay, so it was fun for a minute, right? And then I realized that I had to do all the ordering. I had to figure out what was going to be popular and sell and that people would want to buy. I had to figure out what price point I could do that at and still make a little bit of money, right? Because I wasn't going to work for free. No one should, and I didn't want to lose money. I had to do all the shipping. I had to deal with people who just wanted to be a-holes. I had to deal with customer issues. I had to deal with going to the post office to ship all this stuff. I had to deal with like I had to wear like 10,000 different hats in order to accomplish this. And I couldn't right off the bat like hire employees, right? I didn't have money for that. So I couldn't pass the ball off to somebody else. And it was a lot of work and a lot of stress. And there are people out there for sure. We have a friend that's done it and she's done amazing, But for the average person, especially like moms, I mean, come on, you guys, we're chasing toddlers and changing diapers and dealing with all this stuff. Like, I didn't have the time or the freaking energy to wear 10,000 hats. You guys, I was up with a teething baby. Even now, our son is 2.5 now. We just moved and he went through this entire portion like of the moving process. I mean, we've been here, I don't know, like 2 months now. For like, until just recently, like the last few days, he didn't want to sleep. He thought it was like party time all night. I have no idea how this kid was even still going because I certainly wasn't, right? And there's no way that I could be dealing with a traditional business in that process. So we're all for traditional business. Obviously, it's still something we're very engaged with. But I will tell you that I think for the average person, network marketing wins. Okay, it levels the playing field for entrepreneurs. It allows anybody to come in and learn as they go. And that's huge. You don't have to go get a college degree. You don't have to, invest all your money and end up with a bunch of student loans and this, that, and the other. You can get started right away. You can self-educate. You can go to education events. If you guys hadn't figured this out, I'm a huge education junkie. So if you ever have a question, I'm always very generic with you guys on here. You're not, like, I don't do, shove my company down your throat, anything like that. And if you come to me, in this industry as a friend and you just want some advice, like I will happily share with you guys my experience, what we've learned, or point you in the direction of ways that you can educate yourself. But you can earn money as you do that. Okay, and you can work it around the pockets of time that you have. So you don't have to be doing this from like 9 to 5. You can do a little here, a little there, you know, a little bit while you're driving somewhere, or, you know, after the kids go to bed, or whatever it is, when you get off work, whatever, right? And you can make it work for you. It is still a lot of work, but at the same time, they take all those 10,000 hats and they just give you one, okay? And whoever your company is, they take care of stuff like the shipping and the customer complaints and this, that, and the other, and you can just focus on relationship building, because essentially that's what this is. Okay, you're going to go out and you're going to build a brand around yourself about who you are and who you know, what things you like, and you're going to look for like-minded people who like the same stuff. And if it comes up that this opportunity would be a good opportunity for them, you share with them. It doesn't have to be me on Facebook, you know, posting 10,000 links about buy this from me, buy that from me. No, I'm looking for people who this could help them. It doesn't matter what it does for me. This could help them. This could help them, you know, create that extra money for Christmas, so they're not freaking stressing out every day and trying to put 10 bucks here and 20 bucks there on their layaway, you know? I'm getting a little off tangent here. I get really excited about network marketing, if you guys couldn't tell. To be able to get paid to help other people accomplish their goals, to me, that's like, you know, a no-brainer. For me, that really is in line with who I am. Anyway, going back, right? So if you can't make those decisions in life for what you want in your life, if you can't focus on, you know, what it's going to take to get you there, then you're not going to have action and you're not going to have the success that you're looking for. And I'll tell you, this summer was rough. We moved, we went on the road for 60 days or whatever. It was like 7,500 miles. We didn't have a home during that time other than our RV. Maybe if we didn't have kids, I could handle that, but it ended up being really difficult for me to have that kind of nagging in the back of my head that we still had to find somewhere to live. You know, so I definitely went through a period of time where I was stagnant, where I wasn't making decisions, where I wasn't having action. Oh, my husband said it was 9,500. Jeez, oh my gosh, were we on the road that long? You know, and as a result, I was really kind of miserable. And it took me kind of, you know, I had to go, I used my own videos for motivation, you guys, to kind of get back on the horse, because I had to remember that, you know, here's what I want to accomplish. And I had to make the decision to get back on track, to start taking action and to get excited again, right? So if you're just feeling stuck, if you're just feeling like you're not accomplishing anything, it's probably because you're not making decisions. It's probably because you're telling everyone what you don't want, but you're not sitting down and really deciding what you do want and being able to face the fear of that, because fear is a big player in this for a lot of people. If you can't face the fear of that, you know, you're not going to take action, and people will play into your fears, because this is true for a lot of people. And if you're saying, you know, a lot of negatives, then they're going to relate to those negatives. And all of a sudden, you're just kind of like in this pool of people, and you're all encouraging each other to kind of stay stuck. And that sucks. So find the people who are going to support you and who are going to cheer you on and who are going to push you to be better and to push you to follow your dreams, even if it's not in line with what their dreams are. Okay? Leave the people who want to be negative and in fear city. Let them, you know, you can still love them, but let them stay where they want to be, because clearly they don't want to take those steps, but you need to. Okay, so here we are. We have 2 months left. If you guys want, you can message me or you can drop it in the comments. Let me know what some of the goals that you still want to accomplish this year are, 2017, friends. You know, and let's help each other. Let's push each other. So, all right, I'm gonna check my notes really quick. I think that's it. I think that's all I've got for you today. So I will drop the link for the video I did on this in January if you guys want to check it out. I think we kind of revisited a lot of the topics in that. And I hope I haven't been a little too ADD with this today, because I am kind of all over the place with my thoughts in my head and everything. Getting back on the horse here. But I get it, you guys. I get it. Life catches up with you sometimes, or you go through big changes and things like that. And sometimes it's really easy to get stuck. Okay. But I'm here to help you push out of that if you're ready to. Whatever direction you need to go. You don't have to join my company or anything like that in order to, you know, have that relationship here. I love people. I love making friends. And I love to see people, you know, get that success that they're after, or follow the dreams that they're trying to follow. If you are looking for something and you want me to help you kind of navigate that path, like I'm here for you too. So, all right, you guys, with that, I have meetings to get to today. So I'm going to jump off, but we will be back a lot more. Clearly you guys can tell I'm pumped up. I'm back in the saddle, right? So, all right, I will chat with you guys later. Have an amazing, amazing day.